Hey Sagittarius, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess. Back at it again with your general tarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season 2020. Now, a few things came up when I was leaning into your energy and meditating on it before the reading. I really felt strongly this decision about staying or going, being on your own versus being partnered, how you are, how you behave when you're on your own versus being partnered, what traits or behaviors that come out when you're alone that you try to like not show partners. And it also could be with like a job or career or project position, like staying or going, whether to invest in something or not. Really evaluating what you show people, what people see of you, how you want to be presented, especially with Jupiter, your ruling planet in Capricorn. Your public self, your business is it's the highest thing in your sky. Your image, how you are perceived, your career is really the brightest shining star in your sky right now. And with Pluto being in between you and Saturn and Capricorn, I do feel like those blessings cloaked in crisis that I mentioned for Cancer season are going to start unraveling their meaning. Things are going to start, like you understand why certain things happened a certain way, in a way that you never did before. And there also may be some kind of crisis or calamity that arises between you and a Capricorn or you and an Aquarius. And I think once Saturn goes into Aquarius again, I believe that's in December. I could be completely wrong, but there's relief. So just understand that there will be tension and possible upheavals in regards to your relationships with Capricorns or Aquarius. And it looks like 3 days ago, the Sun opposed Jupiter, your ruling planet, and there was like a reinvigoration of spirit, a reinvigoration of optimism, like getting back to yourself. I felt very lighthearted energy, though there is this decision and discernment that's being developed within you. And in a week, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. So an opportunity and creativity. First card out, Two of Cups. Yes, you feeling things. Feeling love. There could be a new relationship, or you're deciding in regards to a relationship. Deciding whether to invest, to be open to mutuality, to be open to reciprocity, being open to, the real deal. Take a deep breath. And that's where this that's where this discernment about this really it's like almost like a pros and cons list, like you being like, should I get into a relationship or should I stay young, wild, and free? Like, should I stay unattached or deepen? And like the Two of Cups, then the Eight of Swords reversed with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Feelings got you fucked up, babe. Being really in your head more so than normal. Not speaking as quickly as you used to. Not just, you know, flying off the hip, flying off the handle. Shooting from the hip, I meant. Flying off the handle. Really understanding that there's a lot of reprogramming that you need to allow yourself and that you need to face. There's a lot of illusion and fantasy here that you're not seeing. There are opportunities, I feel like, that you aren't seeing. You're being gifted. You're receiving generosity. You may be in a place of some of you may be just in a place of receiving a lot, or being in a place of feeling like you're having to ask, like feeling like there's a handout coming to you, or and I don't mean this as a dig, but some of you may feel like a charity case, and when you get to that point, that's really there's new opportunity that comes in. And I really feel like this, you know, once the sun shifts into Leo, there are definitely new opportunities, reinvigoration of spirit, of physical energy, messages coming in, business picking up, messages coming in about the opportunities. Also, new levels of communication, understanding how you want to communicate in a different way, but not being ruled. Yeah. Whew. Something sounding, the light bulb going off. Also, watch how you speak to people. Like this, like there also could be this like heat of the tongue split, like you just really being sharp. Excuse me, being sharper than normal, unnecessarily. So watch out for that. Watch out for that, because you have a new cycle of karma, a new beginning that you need to establish. And like, don't set yourself up for a new beginning, a leap of faith. Don't set yourself up with like shitty karma, basically, is what comes up. It's like the words that you say have deep repercussions, and like you are really searching for a clean slate. And make sure that you set yourself up for success by speaking positively, really checking your beliefs about yourself, checking your patterns, going easy on yourself too. It's just like everybody's going through it. Everybody's having a really hard time. Everybody's like seeing their cycles, seeing their bullshit. And you've seen it for a really long time, but you haven't done anything about it. And now I feel like you're at a point where like new love has come in, or new opportunities come in, and you're not ready. And you're caught in illusion, caught in fantasy, and like really trying to like, there's so many things you could do, so many opportunities, so many cups of love, so many lovers, so many people that you are, you know, flirting with or communicating with or connecting with, that are distracting you from being in a place of being generous to yourself, being in a place of putting yourself first. On the bottom of the deck is death, and there's an ending to that. With Leo season comes transformation. It comes the opportunity to release self-limiting beliefs, old programming, really shitty programming, and stuff from your childhood coming up. Fucked up stuff from childhood coming up, where it's just like, I can't stand this. I can't even look at any other card but this Eight of Swords reversed, and we're going to clarify it, but Two of Cups to the Eight of Swords reversed is just like, there's love, there's new connection, but like there's something fucked up about it. You feel fucked up about it. You're not ready. And you're not ready because you haven't put yourself first in a really long time. Some of you have really been diving into indulgences and have been distracting yourself. Like you're doing this work on yourself or working on yourself, but like it's not the shit that really needs to be fixed. It's like just because you're active and you're busy and you're doing stuff and you're putting out content or putting out products or putting out work, or it doesn't mean that that's where your focus has needed to be. There's a lot of internal work, and there is a really clear focus on the intellectual and on the mind. And actually, on the mind, yes. And in 2 weeks, Mercury opposes Pluto. And Mercury opposes Jupiter in a week. Excuse me. And then after it hits Pluto and opposes Pluto, which is right after you. So it's right, you guys are right there. So you are feeling the effects of it. Some of you actually may get messages about endings, messages about death, messages about, the passing of loved ones, messages in regards to, how to communicate the transformation that you're feeling on the inside, how to bring that outside, how to bring that into your exterior world, into your physical world. There is this opposition of the mind and the physical. There is this opposition of the mind and the idea of the future, the expansion of the future. So it's like things may not be as they appear. And there's a real like rechecking, a checking of self, getting your mind right, stepping into like the 3D world. I don't know if some of you are doing psychedelics a lot, if that's a thing. Like there may need to be like a recovery or a sobriety or a checking out, like a time away from that, a time out from that. And not that there's anything wrong with psychedelics at all, but there is something about like a clarity that's needed, an evasion of self, an evasion of the truth, a keeping yourself bound, a looping of the mind. A lot of you are looping in the mind about relationships, looping in the mind about revealing your whole self, about revealing what you really want, who you really are, because you don't know. And you haven't taken the time to really figure your shit out. And you've been giving and giving and giving and distracting yourself, like by giving to other people or trying to give advice or enlighten or expand and uplift other people, when it's like the universe is like, yo, how about you worry about you? How about you get you right? Because their center of the reading is the Six of Pentacles, this reversal in fortune, this recalibration of your scales, putting yourself in a position, like checking who you give to, and that you're grateful and express your gratitude for everything that you receive, and understand that like what it may not be long that you're receiving it. So you need to appreciate what you have while you have it. Because there are new opportunities, new passions, new experiences that are coming in. Lots of communication, lots of texts, lots of insight, lots of opportunities to use your words in a different way, and taking the high road when it comes to new opportunities, leaps of faith, risks. Because there is a risk. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. With the Fool out, like the time will be Leo season for you to take a really big leap of faith. But all right, let's get into it. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and start with clarifying the Two of Cups, please. With that out, you may be in a situation where you're really experiencing a deep mirror. The love in your life may be an intense mirror of self, seeing parts of yourself that have been in the fucking closet, skeletons in the closet coming out, things causing confusion. But or there's, you know, deep communion, deep friendship that you know, or choosing a love. There's real love present in your life. Real love. Even if it's just yourself. You are evolving out of a place of appreciating yourself for superficial shit, if that makes sense. And also, like, out of seeing, like, being done with the illusion. Some of you are, there may be a Scorpio or a Pisces around that, there may be a Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, or Taurus around that there's some confusion about. You may have been putting them first before yourself. Look at me. I'm supposed to be fucking clarifying the Two of Cups. All right, please clarify the Two of Cups. And that's something too. Losing focus, confusion, focus, all over the place. So many, like, there's so many places to go in this reading. So many places to start. But let's clarify the Two of Cups, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Leo season. Whew. Judgment. Getting off the fence. Getting off the fence about a love situation. Someone confessing or professing love for you. There may be an earth sign around, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo that you is professing love for you, or you're professing love for them, or you're, you know, there are deep truths being revealed, deep conversations being revealed, or deep conversations being had, truths being revealed, truths that can wake the dead. That's what I'm saying. There are skeletons here. There's something you may not want to say to this person, but if you love them, you'll tell them the truth. And vice versa. If this person really loved you, they would tell you the truth. And I think there's good to come of it. There are new beginnings. There's money there. There's abundance. There are opportunities for you to experience, you know, real love, real relationship here. But this has to be tended to first. Please clarify the Eight of Swords reversed. There are a lot of self-limiting beliefs. There's a lot of unworthiness, a lot of insecurity, a lot of unspoken of, hidden self-doubt, hidden insecurities, things you're worried about. Damn. Things you don't want to talk about, things you're being really guarded about. 2 twos, there's lots of decisions. There may be something about a kid. Some of you may have had a kid or gave away a kid or terminated a pregnancy or be thinking about something in that situation or that avenue. And it's really important that, wow. It's really important that these decisions, these twos, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, like whether you're going to open up and be guarded, makes a big decision, because your spirit wants to go inward, wants to pursue the deep mysteries, wants to do you. And then there is another part of you that's being drawn to giving love, staying, investing, growing in something, and it generates a huge change. Some of you may be pursuing an Aries or someone with heavy Aries or Cancer placements. And there is a call for deep change in how you pursue that person, deep change in how you give love, not expecting anything in return, not asking for anything, being in a place of fulfilling your motherfucking self, and not waiting for your fulfillment or completion or abundance to come in by way of relationship. The situation picks up quickly. And let's go ahead and please clarify the Tower. How does the Tower manifest? If Sagittarius pursues love, is what kind of, chooses to stay? It seems like there's a lot of intense change. And what does how does that Tower manifest? How does that, if they choose to pursue love? Whoa. If they choose to pursue love with the Aries, or approach the fire sign, approaching romance in the same way that you did before is just not going to work. What you need to do is listen to the part of you that wants to go inward and really heal, because I think there's already pain here that some of you could be going back to. Like, you already know that there's just a painful situation that's tied to this love, that if you pursue it, it's going to be work. And that isn't a bad thing necessarily, but it's just like, you really need to understand where you want to harness your energy. Pay attention to where you want to harness your energy. Not being lost in any kind of illusion or fantasy life, but and not giving of yourself to the point where you're disappointed because what you expected didn't come back to you. There really needs to be, I feel like this keeps coming out for Sagittarius, like a reestablishing of balance. Decisions, proclamations. There's a lot to say. Powerful truths being spoken. And come Leo season, it's just time to rise above, to take the high road. There could be, please clarify the Page of Swords, there could be, ideas or plans that are like in early beginning stages right now. But it's time for you to be curious and communicative and reasonable as opposed to petty. Don't be fucking petty. People will, even if you've been petty with someone and they've continued to stay with you, it's like, watch your fucking tone, watch your words, because there is somebody that could walk away or start a new beginning. Granted, that is you, but I do feel like just watch yourself, watch your tone, think objectively, speak calmly, but also go for the opportunity to really receive, to change your stars, to change your focus, to change the way that you show gratitude. I feel like being in a place of worship, being in a place of gratitude, really expressing your gratitude for everybody is really fucking important right now. And there are just new messages coming in. Yeah. New messages with the earth sign, maybe the earth sign softening, new magic to be made. You having enough what you need to take this opportunity and start anew. Please clarify the Fool. Don't fight the transformation either. With this Death card out here, don't fight the transformation. There is a revolutionizing of self-worth that needs to take place. Please clarify the Fool. Because there's a risk that's needed. There is newness. And some of you like want to get away. You get messages of you know, going away or traveling or trips. But understand that there is opportunity here. There's no limits. And you don't need to have fear. You're really being called to trust yourself, no matter how crazy the idea is, no matter how crazy it may feel. Trust your connection to the divine and do what you want to do. There may be an Aries or an Aquarius that, you know, comes along the way. It tags along. Or that, you know, has presented themselves in the situation. That may be someone that's coming up. There may be an Aries or Aquarius that, you know, you start to communicate with. And when you communicate with them, don't be petty. Watch your tone. Take the high road. And don't manipulate. Check your capacity for emotional manipulation. Check it. And also check your indulgences. Check how much you're drinking. Check how much you're smoking. And also put yourself in a place of reaching for community. People that you love. Making the hard choices, though some of them may make you sad. Some of you may want to be leaving or moving or getting out of a situation come Leo season. But bam. Wheel of Fortune says it's okay to go inward, to formulate a new relationship with yourself so that you can articulate your pain, so that you can use your truth to cut yourself down from this tree and get unstuck. And start anew and lean into your power and generate a new approach, so that you can attain fulfillment. Hey, all right then. Hey, I love you. Mwah.